Okay, so hi everyone. I'm gonna just do welcome to Equity and Sustainability Committee meeting number 2. I'm gonna call this meeting to order at 1:06 p.m. and we're gonna start with the territorial acknowledgement. We respectfully acknowledge that the SFSS is located on the traditional territory of the Coast Salish people, including the Musqueam, Squamish, Siskiyou, Coquitlam, and Choctaw Nation. Unceded means that the territory had never been handed over, so was given up by the nation, and we are currently situated on occupied territory. All right, so we're gonna get started with a section number 3. It's a roll call of attendance. I am gonna start with myself. Hi everyone, my name is Arthur Sheeham, and my academic met. I'm gonna move to Ishana's not here, and Alan is not here too, so I'm gonna move to our linguistic counselor.
Sorry, that was me, right?
Yeah, that will be you.
Sorry. Hi, my name is Olive, she, her pronouns, and all my actions are met.
All right, perfect. Thank you. I'm gonna move next to our philosophy counselor.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ashley Flett. I am here. Turn your sound off.
I turn my phone. Okay. You know what? Give me 1 minute.
Yeah. All right. There was some feedback there. Hi, my name is Ashley Flett. They, she, V pronouns. I'm the vice chair of this committee, and all my access needs are met.
Okay, yay, awesome. Okay, so our society is definitely here, and our administration assistant here. So, will you want to introduce yourself? I see that they dropped in the chat saying, hello, my name is Yanni, and all my things are met. Unfortunately, computer adding operator can detect my mic. So I'll be communicating via chat. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, we're gonna go with Session 4, which is consent agenda, and the motion reads, be it resolved to adopt the consent agenda by unanimous consent, which should include 2 spice sessions, which is number 1, which is application of regret, which is the regret from our VP external because she is attending a lobby day in Victoria. And secondly, it's also a matter writing from the minute, which is from the last meeting occurring at October the 3rd. I will move it. Can I get somebody second?
Philosophy second.
Okay, philosophy second, and so wait, we didn't do first and second. Oh well, never mind. Next one is adoption of the agenda, which is 5.1, which is being resolved to adopt the agenda as presented, and I will check out. I'll go first, and do anyone else second. Again, you go second.
Philosophy will second.
Okay, yeah, you go second. Okay, cool. Opening forward discussion. If we have anything to want to add on the agenda? I'm seeing none, so let's move on. We're gonna go straight to new business, which is session 8. First one is the funding approval for sponsoring the panel event on October 5th. And basically the motion reads that I'm gonna copy and paste over for accessibility. The motion reads, whereas the Women's Center has helped plan an Iranian panel rally event on October 5th alongside Iranian Club as review. Whereas I have been helping to kind of have received invoice for the event, post-event from the Women's Center, and we're gonna be resolved to we approve the spending of $370.76 from ESG funds to cover the cost of the event. I will move first. Do anyone want a second?
Philosophy will second.
Philosophy second. Opening for discussion. If you have any question about this, and I also have attached the invoice in our attachment, so you can see the invoice of this. If you have any questions, feel free to list yourself. Go ahead, Angela.
Hi, I just wanted to double check before we pass this motion. I'm obviously in full support of this motion, that we are authorized to spend this money out of this committee. I'm not sure exactly where our parameters lie with how much we're allowed to approve, so I just wanted to double check that that's been confirmed.
I'm going to directly respond to that by saying I ran this through with Abby, and he's saying that normally speaking, we could have spent this money without going to the community, well, going to the council and stuff, because $300 isn't that much of a big money to spend. So unless, well, my understanding is that if there's anything that the community wants to spend money on that's over $500 or something more, then we'll have to go to council. But generally speaking, that he's saying that if we go to the committee, it's just a formality issue. And I think Abby said we have quite a bit of money in that, which I'm not exactly sure. So that should be no problem. It's just a small funding. Okay. Any other questions? Being none, let's take it to the vote. I'm going to seek unanimous consent over here. Seeking unanimous consent, if you should just stand, please raise your hand or lower, like, please say you suspend or raise your hand by the Zoom function, whatever it was. Okay, this motion passed by unanimous consent. We're going to go straight into our discussion item, which is we have two discussion items here. This is section 9. So section 9.1 is a brainstorming session. So it's just for us to have a space to discuss what kind of project we wanted to do as a community. So if you have any like sort of idea, feel free to list yourself here. I'm gonna start with George's idea around. So from my understanding, I've been talking with the president, and she's saying that in the past couple of years, when the road was created for equity sustainability, we've been focusing on a lot about equity side of things, but we hadn't done a lot based on like, the other part of the road, which is sustainability. So there are some projects we can do. One of which we're gonna have to maybe discuss in the next discussion item. But some idea that we could do is maybe like collaborate with Embark, for example. Embark is, if you don't know, Embark is a competition group within SFU, within SFSS downstairs in our building. They focus on like environmentalism side of things, basically. So they do a lot of things like for a cleanup, or I think for some sort of like a work walk or something like that, to kind of raise awareness for environmentalism. So it's just an idea we can throw around here, and then there's also an idea for advocate for housing that we can do, which have been raised to me a couple of days ago, because given that like the housing crisis nowadays is sort of like harsh for especially for international students. So there has been calls from like some constitution group to me about how we can kind of advocate for fair housing within SFU and stuff, because apparently UBC also does it, which I'm not exactly sure how that works yet, and I'm waiting report on that. So there's that. Is there any other ideas that we would want to like put out on the table and discuss about it? All right, seeing none, well, let's move on to section 9.2, which is planning a forest walk. So again, it's submitted by me, so I'm going to start first. So one of the ideas that we can start with sustainability is to plan a forest walk. I remember the staff mentorship team have one with a professor that basically invites students to come out there and have a conversation with the professor about anything SFU related, while also spending time to like on the outside, not like in the office, not to talk things or to talking to or something like that. To ask questions. So I thought it's something that we could do as a community to kind of like help plan some logistics for the event, or whether we do have to like think about whether there's going to be cost, whether there's going to be like what kind of thing we could do, what place we can think about, that sort of thing. So I'm wondering if we would like the idea to help plan one, or like what do you guys think? Feel free to list yourself if you do have some lists to go through. Oh, okay. Actually, let me check. Give me 1 second here.
I just want to speak in total support of this city. I think doing a forest walk is a really cool, really low bar kind of event types of thing we could plan. I think it'd be a great way to kind of just put our foot out there and get something on the rolling. I was wondering where you were thinking of maybe hosting the forest walk, like just here on Burnaby campus, or were you thinking of trying to do it like right now in this fall semester, or are you thinking maybe waiting until the spring? Like what's your timeline here?
Thank you for the question, and I'm going to respond to that by saying that right now, that if this we're not exactly sure the scope of a project just yet, and so the idea is we can start local, and then we can expand to very different area, to other, like maybe say for example, let's say we start a campus here in Burnaby Mountain Park, for example, around campus. And then you can also go to like, I don't know, the other Burnaby campus. The campus, the campus itself is a forest. Outside is a little forest, but there's also like the Burnaby Mountain Park we can do to go through there. And then there's also like we want to. There's also like Burnaby Lake or something like that we could do. I have a friend who actually worked at Burnaby Lake, and he came after for a little help here and there. So it's like a dozen different opportunities we can pursue with it. I just thought we can like have some leeway with doing this kind of deal with helping environmentalism and kind of advocating for that on that front, because it was generally seen given the past couple of weeks within council. So do you have any idea?
I like what's going on so far. So I just lost my train of thought. I will respond back when I remember.
Okay, cool. I can wait a little bit before we can put it on a little bit before like we can close it.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
I just thought like since it's something like we can also think about something in relation to say it's not just forest walk though. We can also think about like ocean, for example, beaches, ocean kind of thing. Beach cleanup, that sort of event thing like going on. Even though I know that when I work at the aquarium, they do have the beaches cleanup event, which help them kind of go around the Stanley Park to kind of clean the debris around there. So there's something we can also think about. Like it's something not exactly related to the boardwalk, basically it through some avenue, a type of similar thing. Which beach would we consider? So I mean, there's quite a few we can consider. Again, I would say we start local, somewhere local first, and then see if there's an appetite. maybe. But like, I just suggest we start local, and then we work outward to somewhere maybe like English Bay, where there's a lot of traffic around there with base awareness. So, say for example, Coast Lake, for example, or I don't know, I know there's any local feature is something English based. Yeah, English based is good. There's a lot of traffic around there. So that's something we can also consider planning on in the next couple of meetings or so. And I just want to throw it out for the idea that we can kind of contribute together as a community to see what kind of event we can do. But for now, that's focus. Maybe we can start with the planning for walk because we don't know how many people actually going to be interested in wanting to walk with it. So let's start there, and then we can walk outward toward English waking up, which would be maybe probably trying to be our ultimate goal to get like a couple of few environmentalism project going. All right, everything good? All of you have something to want to add earlier?
I can't remember it anymore. It just went out from my mind.
Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, that's fine. All right, so if you are looking for the yeah, I also, like I said earlier, I have attached to the event plan for the funding that we decided to spend. So if you wanted to have a record, there is that record. And it's also going to be included in a minute, which I'm told they were going to be included in a minute because it's actually confidential, so we should get. So we're gonna go ahead and go to adjournment, which is I'm gonna say that the motion we should be resolved to adjourn the meeting at 1:23 p.m. I would move for. Would anyone want a second?
Philosophy will second.
Philosophy second, and so okay, yeah, we're good here. Thank you everyone for coming. I'm gonna stop recording here.